Community Center over on West Chestnut Street. Billy Strangehan is joining us live with that part of this story. Obviously, hundreds of people impacted by this, Amelia.
A lot of people impacted by that, and that includes Tanisha and Bryce. I'm sorry, we keep calling him Brian. Bryce. They live, you said, about a mile from the explosion, right? And you said that, I'll let you describe it. Kind of, what happened to your house whenever the explosion happened?
It shook my house and the pictures on my wall. The first time we thought it was thunder, so we really didn't pay attention to it. So my dad called and he was like, "You can't come through," because I was going to work or whatnot. And he said, "Because Smitty just had an explosion." I was like, "Okay." So then we did the thing, I go outside, and he was like, "Oh, the smoke, I think you probably can see it from your house."
Okay, Tommy!
It was over my house. So when I came back inside, because my eyes and stuff were burning, I started coughing because of the chemicals or whatever it was, and later on it started raining, so I went outside to check on my pet, my dog, and I was standing outside, and then this was a result of my car, and smut from when it was raining was all on my arm and stuff like that, my face, my glasses. So it was scary. We didn't really know what it was. Like I said, again, we thought it was thunder until actually when I went back in the house, when it exploded again, it shook my house. And I have a huge house, and it's a brick home, and my pictures on my wall rallied. That's how the explosion was so big. So we really didn't know what it was until my brother actually works there, and also one of my cousins. So she called my mom and was panicking because they thought they couldn't find my brother. So that's how we knew about the explosion, that it was true. And also he texted me, he's like, "I need y'all to get out of there." I didn't know anything about the evacuation, the mandatory evacuation too. I had colleagues calling me, family calling me, and I actually saw it on the news. So that's how we knew too that we needed to evacuate. So, we packed some stuff. We still right now, we've trying to decide as a family as a whole where we're going to go, where we're going to stay to spend the night tonight. We do have this shelter here, but we still, as a family, trying to decide what we're going to do, because we had to pack up quickly, and some of my family members didn't even, because they're in the heart of Roseland, they didn't even get clothes, essential medications. So, we're also dealing with that. It is a scary situation. Thank God my child was at school, that he wasn't affected, but he did hear the explosion itself. So he didn't get impacted personally. But when he got home, and after I picked him on the bus and he saw the car, and he was like, "Mommy, what happened?" I did tell him, and so he was nervous immediately. He was scared because it's so close to our home. He's worried about the home, where we're going to stay tonight, and things like that. So it was very scary, and it's taking impact on our family, because, like I said, my immediate family stays in the heart of Roseland. So it's trying to decide what we're going to do tonight.
And Bryce told me that, it was kind of a nerve-wracking moment for him. I want to show you just something just really quickly before we go. You can see all of this oil on her car. You can see on my hand right here, it's been raining. And if you look at these little black specks that are falling all over the parking lot. And so we're here at the community center. More and more cars are pulling up. Pretty large perimeter that was evacuated, so we'll keep you guys updated as we know more and as we talk to the folks here at this community center. Reporting live from me, Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
A very stressful situation this afternoon for them. Thanks so much, Amelia. And we've heard from many more witnesses that saw oil rain down on their homes. Alyssa Curtis joining us now live from a nearby neighborhood. Alyssa.
Yeah, Katie, Therese, I'm here in Amit, just about 10 minutes actually from Smitty's Supply. And as we were driving up, I opened the window to try to take a peek at, the big plume of smoke, and immediately I got a big whiff of that smell that's in the air. Now it's drizzling a little bit, so I think the rain is starting to wash out at least that immediate smell.
Oh, we want to see this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I see on TikTok. We went viral. It was so cool.
Yeah. Did you see the
Sense of that continuous scent. And there's not much smoke actually here at the home that I'm on, but I'm joined by my
to my driveway. And then I even had a trash can out, and I went to grab it to move to my hand was black. The smoke had got all on me. It was black. And so then when we were driving into Roseland, the scent went in my throat and had me coughing. I still feel so in my throat, what he got in my throat.
And Miss Josie, what did it look like or feel like when you touched the garbage can?
Well, it felt like it was smoke on it, some film on it. But I didn't realize it on that tap. I touched it, I looked at my hand, and my hand was black. And I went to wash it, my hair out, and it was, I had a time washing it off of my hand. So it was thick.
And you're actually not far at all from Smitty, and you told me that you heard the initial explosion. Tell me about it.
One of the smoke that went off, it shook the whole house here, and we 10 minutes away. And it shook, we heard the noise, and it shook the house. I ran outside to see, so I went up to the end of the driveway, and I could see all the smoke. So it had another explosion. That's what a big one this time.
And you mentioned it sounded like thunder. What was your immediate thought when you heard that and you felt the house shake?
Well, the first time it did it, I just thought it was thunder.
Wow.
So we did it again and kept doing it until this very last one that I heard. It was really loud and it shook the whole house, and we all jumped up, and I ran out to see what was going on. And I didn't see anything until I walked at the end of the driveway. Then I saw all that smoke. Oh man, it was a lot of smoke. And I went home to get some stuff, and when I had to go home, then the smoke got in my throat, and I just kept coughing and coughing. And still now, after I done left there, it's still like it gets in there, and I be trying to cough it up. So it was a lot of smoke.
Well, Miss Josie, thank you so much for speaking to me. I don't want to keep you out here too long, so you can do that. I don't want you breathing that in. But yeah, a lot of people out here affected, a lot of soot in some properties. Hopefully this rain will start to wash some of that away. But if you're nearby, please stay inside. You don't need to be smelling any of this or inhaling any of this. We're going to continue to speak with nearby residents and just get as much information as we can. But for now, reporting live, Naomi, Alyssa Curtis, WWL Louisiana.
All right, listen, thank you so much. Well, this afternoon there's been some wind blowing towards Roseland along with some light rain. Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin joining us with more details on the forecast. This could play a role in this firefight, Chris.
Yeah, thankfully the winds have not been substantial. They've been rather light, ranging from around 3 to 8 miles an hour. Now, we don't have a station at Roseland. We've got some indications of the winds nearby, though, and they've been light and variable all afternoon long. And again, wind speeds have been fairly light. Obviously, these are wind speeds at the surface. As that debris is lifted aloft, the winds above the surface are a little bit stronger. But even in the upper levels of the atmosphere, the winds are not particularly strong, so you don't see